And when the words of David were heard by the people of Israel, they were repeated to King Saul. And King Saul asked for David to be brought to his court. And David said to Saul, "Let your heart not be troubled because of this uncircumcised Philistine, my lord. I will go to battle for you with him." And Saul said, "You cannot go to battle with this Philistine. You are but a boy. He has been a warrior from his youth." And David said to Saul, "My king, I have been keeping my father's sheep. And sometimes there was a lion, sometimes there was a bear. And I have to protect the lamb of the flock, lest they grab it with their jaws and take it away. But if they turned on me, I, my king, went and struck them down, took them by the jaw, and killed them. I have fought against lions and bears, and this uncircumcised Philistine is no match to me. If the Lord has kept me from lions and bears, I'm sure he's going to keep me from the hand of this Philistine as well." So Saul said, "Go on, may the Lord be with you." And now Saul clothed David with his armor. He first placed a bronze helmet on his head, and then a coat of mail, and gave him his sword. And David took the sword and tried to strap it to this metal armor and walk a few paces, but he couldn't because he was not used to these things. So he turned around and said to Saul, "I cannot walk in these. I'm not used to them." And so he quickly removed them. And in his right hand, he took a staff and a sling, and he went down to the wadi, the river, and he picked out 5 smooth stones, and he put them one by one into his shepherd's pouch in the bag. And now he drew near to the Philistine. And the Philistine drew near to David with the shield bearer in front of him. And when he looked at David, he was disdained because David was just a youth. He was ruddy, and he was handsome. And the Philistine said to David, "Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks? Huh? Come to me. I will tear you up and give your flesh to the birds of the air and the animals that are wildly roaming on the earth." David said to him, "You come to me, and I have come to you in the name of the Lord of the hosts of Israel. I will tear you up and give the Philistine army to the birds of the air and the wild animals of the earth, so that the whole earth knows that there is a God in Israel. And the whole assembly that is around you knows that the Lord will not save just by a battle or a sword or a spear. The battle belongs to God, and he is going to deliver us for his name." Now the Philistine started approaching the battle line, and David, being young and ruddy and handsome, ran quickly towards the battle line. And he picked up a stone from his pouch, fixed it on a sling, and sent it flying right into the Philistine's forehead, where it stuck him in the middle. And the Philistine fell down, face down towards the earth. David ran up to him, positioned himself near his body, and looked down at his head and realized that he had no sword. He drew the sword off the Philistine's body. It weighed a weaver's beam. He cut his head off, and he held it up for all of the armies of Israel to see.